What's up, you guys? It's Steve, and let's discuss approved and denied stimulus checks. They're going to be going out for the month of December 2022. Now, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. There are different checks that are available on different levels. We're going to be discussing city, state, county, and federal level checks. So be sure to stick around to the end for updates on all of these. Now, before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and take a look at the headlines that we're going to be covering. $1,000 a month, no strings attached. Anti-poverty experiment comes to Silicon Valley. This just came out, updated December 1st. So this was just a week ago. This is going to be taking place. Also, California stimulus checks. State starts the final push on payments. So if you're in California waiting for that middle class tax refund, don't worry, it's on the way. They're doing the final push. I'm going to give you the exact dates of when you can expect that, and also 3 one-time bonus payments between $500 and $13,500 going out in December. Will you get your help by Christmas? So these are checks that are going to be arriving for December that you can expect to receive, but also I mentioned denied. And so I've got an update for some of you as well. Let's take a look at this. Office of Governor Janet T. Mills, and this says no page found, but the headline was that Governor Mills announces an energy winter relief plan. It was going to be for $450. Well, just coming out today, no, $450 relief checks for Mainers as governor proposal has failed. And just very quickly, the governor's energy winter heating relief plan failed to achieve the 2/3 vote in the legislature it needed to pass. So this is not going to be taking place. Just want to make sure that you guys are aware of everything. I put them on the screen. I'll cite this down below if you want to read it for yourself. Just making sure that you're aware of every single provision and what's taking place right now. But you guys, let's go ahead and dive into these for those of you that it's applicable to, and also stick around to the end. As I mentioned, we're going to be discussing federal level stimulus checks for everybody in the nation, the support that it's getting, and will Congress be doing this? So let's go ahead and dive right in. So first off, $1,000 a month, no strings attached. Anti-poverty experiment comes to Silicon Valley. This is a guaranteed income pilot that is going to be a part of the Bay Area-wide trend, as California, I've let you know here on the channel, has well over 25 different stimulus check programs, and I've got them all compiled at www.reliefroadmap.com if you're interested. Access to the websites, phone numbers, etc. And this is another one that's going to be added to the list. For many struggling South Bay families, getting an extra $1,000 a month with no strings attached would seem too good to be true. But for 150 households lucky enough to be chosen for the new guaranteed income experiment in Santa Clara counties, that's exactly what's going to be happening. The program targets families with children under 18 who are homeless or on the brink of homelessness. They could be at risk of losing their home because they can't afford the rent, or living cramped into too tight quarters with other families. The payments are a part of the broad trend picking up steam throughout the Bay Area as nonprofits, cities, counties, and even state legislatures advocate for an increasing experiment and program that put cash directly into the hands of people that need it the most. More money allows families to be able to pay their rent, pay their bills, or do whatever they need to be able to do. We trust families to make good decisions for themselves. So this is another one that's going to be going on. This is in Silicon Valley. They're going to be sending $1,000 per month to eligible families. Again, this is linked in the description below if you're interested, if this is applicable to you. And we're seeing a ton of these pick up. And let me know if you think that this is something that they should be doing. Now, in Texas, I let you know there have been 3 of these programs, and we just got word that there is legislation from the state to not send these out. They're saying that it's not the best use of taxpayer funds, sending out these monthly reoccurring checks. And these programs, though, are picking up in California. Like I said, over 25 different ones that I found all over the state. Let me know your thoughts if this is something that they should be doing or they should not be doing. Now, speaking of California, take a look at this. For those of you that have been waiting for that middle class tax rebate check, California stimulus checks, state starts the final push on payments. So scrolling down, there's a lot of information that they provide. I just want to let you know, for those of you waiting, when you can expect to receive that. What's the schedule for California stimulus payments? Well, direct deposit should have been through October 7th through the 25th. If you were not eligible for direct deposit before, but now you are, they started sending those out October 28th through the 14th. Now, for everybody that is still waiting, though, let's scroll down and get to that. it will take longer to send debit cards, and it's the people that's supposed to receive debit cards that are still waiting. The FTB's plan is to send cards in batches, generally depending on whether you had previously received a Golden State stimulus and what your last name is. According to the schedule, eligible people who previously received a Golden State stimulus payment via debit card with a last name beginning with A through E, they were issued a California stimulus debit card between October 24th and November 5th, so you should have already gotten that. If your last name begins with letters F through M, then your card was issued between November 6th and November 19th. Previous Golden State stimulus debit cards recipients with the last names between N and V were issued stimulus cards between November 20th and December 3rd. While cards will be sent to people with the last name starting with W through Z between December 4th and December 10th. So those are on the way. And as they said, take into consideration the delays for the mail as well. Now, there's a separate schedule for people who didn't previously receive a Golden State stimulus debit card, but are slated to receive one for their California stimulus payment. If your last name begins with A through K, your stimulus debit card will be issued between December 5th and the 17th. So they're working on that right now. And payments will go out from December 19th to December 31st if your last name is L through Z. Now, if you're getting a debit card because you changed your bank account or bank account information, you're filing for 2020 California income tax returns, then your California stimulus payment debit card will be issued between December 17th and January 14th of 2023. So those are the arrival times for those of you still waiting for those debit cards in the mail. Keep an eye out for that. Now, also, 3 one-time bonus payments between $500 and $13,500 are going to be going out in December this month. Will you get Christmas help? Well, here are some bonus checks that are going to be available. And the first one is for Maryland. The state is going to be giving up to $13,500. In October, the Maryland State Department of Education started sending out bonus checks worth up to $13,500. The amount will depend on the so-called quality rating earned and capacity for child care centers. So if you have child care centers, depending on the capacity, you can go ahead and get this benefit. Now, this is more so for child care businesses or groups, not necessarily individuals. So if you'd like to see the information, I'll have this linked in the description below. But let's go to the next one, which is going to be for people. And this is going to be for Anne Arundel County. There is also a separate plan in Maryland that will distribute money to permanent workers of the Anne Arundel County Public School this month. The $1,000 bonuses will be prorated based on the employee's full-time equivalency. In addition to the cash, employees on December 28th won't have healthcare premiums deducted from their pay. The bonus will go out to most employees by Friday, December the 16th, according to the school board. So heroes pay for those that worked throughout the pandemic, going out in Maryland of $1,000, and also Tennessee. The Tennessee Department of Human Services will be giving out low-income residents $500 boosts today. To be eligible for the money, you need to be participating in the state's Families First Program, or FFP, also known as the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, or TANF. So these low-income benefit checks, $500, they're going to be going out to help out individuals in Tennessee. The bonus will help nearly 24,000 children. And the money today will be loaded on your EBT card. So that is another one that's taking place in Tennessee. And as I mentioned, there will be no additional energy relief stimulus for Maine, as that was denied by the state. However, we're going to be seeing what happens as more is on the way. We're hearing of more proposals, more things being suggested, and also on a federal level. I let you know in a previous video that child tax credits are coming to the forefront. They're trying to get this done before the end of the year and include it in the omnibus bill. But we will see, because we're also hearing that in the House of Representatives, they're trying to halt that, saying we need to wait until we're in full power so that way Democrats can't push through their agenda items. But we will see, you guys. I will let you know. I'll keep you up to date. And also, stimulus checks of $2,000 on a federal level, we're hearing is getting more additional support. Research is coming out saying there needs to be $2,000 monthly checks to the low-income individuals in our nation, the ones that need it the most. They need that, and they're saying it actually would help our economy. Now, if you want more information on that, check out this video right here as I cover it in more detail for you. You can get all the updates. I cite all the sources for you. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Before you check out this video, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to stay up to date. I'll catch you in the next one, and take care. God bless. This is Steve.